It's a special New Year's Eve edition of Heineken Hockey Night in Atlanta. It's been a pretty special game for the Atlanta Knights, continuing to have some success against the Phoenix Roadrunners, leading 2-1 after 2 periods, and they've won all 3 thus far coming into this 4th meeting. I guess the thing that's most impressive, Brian, about the Knights versus the Roadrunners is the fact that the Knights have kept the Roadrunners to 5 goals against coming into tonight, now 6 including tonight in 4 games played. This is a team that leads the IHL in goals, assists, and of course points. That's an accomplishment, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a very good accomplishment, and I think it's just we've been consistent against them in every game, period by period for the most part. Tight checking against their top line, shutting down their top line, and really kept on them. And I think after a while, frustration wears on them, and you know it helps. So we've been doing a good job.
Now, Phoenix came out, as you said, more strongly in the second period than it did in the first. Generated some odd man rushes. Do you expect Phoenix now down by a goal to try to keep it closer? Do you expect them to open up? Are we going to see the real Phoenix Roadrunners, I guess is what I'm trying to ask?
Yeah, I think they'll come at us real hard as the period goes on. They've got a couple of defensemen in Chris Snell and Rob Kelly on the point, who a couple of really pretty good offensive defensemen, and they really like to join up with the play, and they themselves produce a great transition game. So I think they're going to be coming at us hard with everything.
Now, the other thing you look at with Phoenix is Byron Defoe plays every game. I mean, Paulie Yaks is a pretty adequate goaltender in his own right. Has seen such limited action. Defoe came in at 16, 13, and 1. They've only played 37 games. Is fatigue, you think it's a factor at all with him, especially in back-to-back games, as much time as he's seen?
I think that's definitely a factor for a goaltender. You know, it's tough standing in between the pipes, and he's faced 30 shots tonight. That's in 2 periods, and two games and 2 periods in a row. But you know, when you're playing well and you have a hot goaltender, you really want to stick with him and keep him in there.
Rob Brown scored a real pretty goal as we turn to the Heineken highlights. This was a goal scorer's kind of a goal, wasn't it?
Oh, very definitely. He seemed to be dancing on his skates here, but like I said, he just has a knack around the net, and the second effort here, right here, he could have kept going and curled off into the corner, as a lot of guys will do when they're lazy and are not focused, but he stopped, put on the brakes, and banged it home.
That made it 1-1, and we came right back with an Aaron Gavey power play goal to give the Knights the lead back.
Right here, you'll see on this power play at the end of the period with the bad ice surface, and we had Myers in front of the net there, big body. All we were trying to do was get the puck to the net and a screen on Defoe, and sure enough, it worked, and Gavey banged home a rebound.
Defoe getting the piece of it, but Gavey gets the goal, his 8th of the year, and his 4th in the last 6 games to give Atlanta the 2-1 edge after 2 periods. Atlanta has not lost this year when it's held the lead after 2. Let's check the Georgia Lottery totals after a couple of periods. Again, a fairly even game. Faceoffs, though, continue to go Atlanta's way, and the shots certainly Atlanta's way, but it doesn't seem like that kind of a game.
No, it doesn't seem that we're out shooting them 30-15. But I think we've been getting some point shots, and some of our forwards are shooting the puck from bad angles, and it's a good thing to see.
All right, the Georgia Lottery totals for you. We've played 2. The Knights lead it 2-1 after 2. Third period face-off is about to start, and we'll be right back with it after this on Heineken Hockey Night in Atlanta.